Hi guys, today I want to talk again about the boiler integration and parts that drives the boiler. Now as you will see, this boiler has got a remote control or local control. It is very important that if you you'll use a mechanical ventilation, you will interlock the boiler directly, because it happened to me that someone feed the programmable logic control with the input from the mechanical ventilation, and even if the PLC hold it off the boiler, someone managed to activate the boiler using the local control. So if you'll have the boiler integrated with the mechanical ventilation directly, you cannot even start the boiler even if you use only the local control. Now this is the installation. What you will see on the HMI on that screen, it is the entire installation. However, on my page you won't see it all. You'll only see the supply fan and the heating agent circulating pump. I don't have enough space, but they all work similar. That's why I choose these two. Now when I'm enabling the system, the pressurization unit comes first. Pressurization unit doesn't need the ventilation to be enabled. You only maintain the pressure into the system, so it will work independently of the ventilation of a boiler room. After this, the ventilation will be enabled. As you will see, there's a little yellow arrow to the left hand side of the fans. They shows you only the relays has been enabled, the fan has been enabled, but it doesn't prove that the fan works, because you have a differential pressure switch which reads the pressure into the duct. Now you see the fan is ramping up faster and faster, and the differential pressure switch send an input to the PLC, and you will see now that the fan get yellow on the screen, which confirm that you have airflow into the duct. So this is the only way you know that your fan is working and you can run the boiler. It's very important that you will interlock the differential pressure switch with the boiler directly and send an input to the programmable logic control. So in that way, no one will be capable to override this function, even if the PLC will enable. Now you will activate the pump. The pump run just like the fan. The pump, it is enabled. You have the little yellow arrow, but you do not have the proof that the pump runs. Now the flow switch send the input back to the PLC, and it shows that you have a heating agent water circulation to the system, and this is the confirmation. So the pump gets yellow on the screen. After all this it is completed, the boiler will start to work. So now you will turn on the boiler will show on the screen that has been enabled. After you enable the boiler start to check itself. It will tell you if it's got the water flow through it, if everything it is okay. And after you finish a self-check, it will send a signal to the PLC, and the PLC will enable the boiler, and then the boiler will start the heating protocol. First it will start the flue fan, then we'll check the flame ignition, then we'll open the gas valve, and then you will start to heat the water. You will see everything onto this human machine interface screen. So it's all good until one point when you have a failure. The flue fan fail, and you can see this on the screen. So what tells you that the flue fan is failing? You have a proven switch fitted in a flue fan, which will send an input to boiler's printed circuit board that will send an input to the HMI. It is simple. Now you just repair the fan, everything it is okay, but by curiosity you want to check, as an example, the room ventilation status. So you will press onto that screen, onto this fan icon, and then you'll start to see the fan. So as you will see from left to right, you have the motor breaker, you have the phase fail, you have the switch, you have the contactor, you have the overload, you have the thermal protection of the motor. So all the circuits are closed, which means that the system it is healthy. So it is good. After you investigate and have an overview, you can turn back to the main page. But this page will give you the possibility to see any fault, even if you're not experienced. You just need a little bit to be explained and you can monitor your own system. So let's say you're satisfied, you come back to the main page where the boiler it is, and I want to check something here as an example, the pump. I want to see how my pump works. Now I'm checking the pump status, just like for the fan. Everything is okay. The motor breaker it's okay, the phase fail, the switch it's okay, the contactor it's okay, the heating agent flow, so everything is brilliant. Now you come back and you're unlucky enough, I'm having a fault. The water pump, the heating pump, it is broken, it shows on red. I want to check what's wrong with this pump, so I'm pressing on the pump because the faulty pump will also stop the boiler. If it's not circulating the hot water in the system, I'm stopping the boiler. And now I'm checking the fault. And what can I say? I can see that I have an overload protection triggered. So what can trigger an overload protection? I might have a damaged pump, there be a bearing problem, I can have a clogged pipe which force the pump more than it should. I can have a faulty electrical system into the pump, or anything that will put extra load onto this electrical system will trigger the overload. And if the overload is not triggered fast enough, then the motor breaker will trip. This is for now, what can I say? Thank you very much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoy it. As I said, this is a free video. I'm not making money. I don't want to become a star, and I don't pretend to be a teacher. I make a lot of mistakes. I'm working as hard as anyone else, and sometimes I just want to share with my fellow colleagues and workers, through my own humble and simple way, my knowledge about heating and ventilation system. In the other videos, I will talk about variable speed drivers, analog input and outputs, and so on. Sorry for these videos, maybe they're not perfect because I'm working on a very basic program and it takes me about 10 hours to do these short videos. I'm not really experienced, but what can I say? Thank you for watching my video, and from all my heart I wish you the best, and I hope you will not work so hard and you will be treated as a human being with respect by this life, and you will be happy. Thank you.